Helldivers 2, the fight for freedom and democracy. Not from aliens, but from Sony themselves. Let's get into it. I'm pleased, okay? So guys, thousands of negative Steam reviews has hit Helldivers 2 on Steam, obviously, after players learn that they need a PSN account to continue playing. Sony announced mandatory account linking today. Now, if you don't know what Helldivers is, basically, in a nutshell, it's basically you're part of this freedom-fighting democracy, and you're fighting all these hordes of aliens. You're having to jump in, you're a Helldiver, you're shooting out of the alien or the human spaceship onto the land and fighting all these big mutant bug alien things, and try and fight for democracy and fight for your way of life, right? The Galaxy's Elite, they call them. I've actually not played it myself, just because I wasn't sure if it was a little fad. A fad or not, and it seems like people aren't talking about it as much now. So maybe this whole controversy here about Sony requiring you to create a PSN account to play it now on PC, it might get more people playing it. Who knows? It might be a bad thing, might be a good thing. But people have taken to Steam with their opinions, and we're going to get into it. But first, check the link down below and go check out and follow PixelBuys over on X for some really cool tech, pop culture, geeky gift ideas, cool tech, deals, you name it. It's the ultimate hub of deals online. PixelBuys over on X, and go check out pixelbuys.com as well. And check the link down below for Instacart to get $10 off your first Instacart order. If you want to just shop, go shop out without having to leave your house. Shop anywhere in your local area, whatever stores there might be, Aldi's, you name it, Home Depot, Costco, Sam's Club, anywhere. You can do it on Instacart, and it gets delivered straight to your front door. You don't have to go out, you don't have to deal with queues, don't have to deal with traffic. Just shop online, get it delivered to your door. It's so cool. And get $10 off your first order. Check the link down below. Anyways, this review comes from Bennis Momentum. He says the automatons have taken over Sony headquarters. Attention, all Helldivers. The automatons have taken over Sony headquarters. As a result, they have recently made a decision to actively reduce their numbers by requiring linking, sending military secrets with their PlayStation Network, Intel Collective Network, in order for our safety and security, undemocratic, and making it mandatory, unliberty-like, by May 6th, 2024. Super Earth. The Ministry of Truth has requested that this undemocratic behavior cease immediately and has declared it a threat to managed democracy. All Helldivers must put an end to this tyranny in-game. Dun, 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 dun. Let me know if you play Helldivers, and hit the like on this video if you like that review from Mr. Ben's Momentum. So let's read a little bit more in depth about what this is about. This comes from Games Radar. So Helldivers 2 is seeing thousands of negative user reviews come in through Steam just hours after players learned that linking to an active PSN account is mandatory. So to their credit, to be fair, there has been a little disclaimer here on the Steam page that says requires a third-party account. PlayStation Network supports linking to Steam account. That has been there since this came out on Steam, essentially, right? But not everyone's really noticed. You know, everyone's been playing it. Everyone's been fine. You haven't had to link to your PSN account until now. So the reason why they've just started doing it now is because apparently they were having issues with the account linking back when this came out on Steam originally. So they delayed it because it was such a raging success, roaring success. They didn't want to put any barriers in front of anyone as people were snapping this game up by the tens of thousands, by the hundreds of thousands, by the millions. So they just disabled third-party account linking to the PlayStation Network. Well, now it's starting to die down a bit. Sony's like, this could be an opportunity to make some PlayStation money. So we're going to start making people mandatory. We're going to make it mandatory now that people do this, and literally you don't have a choice. And obviously the community is in an uproar because of it. So if you don't have a PSN account, you're going to have to make one now, unfortunately. Hopefully they don't start charging a subscription cost. That would be criminal. Publisher Sony Interactive Entertainment announced today that Helldivers 2 players on Steam will soon be required to link their in-game profiles to a PlayStation Network account, a feature that was optional at launch due to technical issues, or risk losing access to the game. Sony Interactive Entertainment explained that account linking allows players to take advantage of safety and security provided by PlayStation, as it can more easily protect folk from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. Or they could just work with Steam to do the same thing, right? I mean, Steam have tools and features that allow you to do that anyway. I feel like Sony's begrudgingly putting their games on PC. They don't want to, but they do it for the money, and they're starting to add all these layers and barriers and walls that just make enjoying PC games less enjoyable. I mean, is the money not enough, Sony? Is the millions and millions of dollars you're making off the PC gaming community not enough? You need to throw barriers and walls to make it a lesser experience than the PlayStation 5. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, many Steam players haven't responded well to the news. As of the time of writing, over 2,500 negative user reviews have been submitted to the game storefront page today, blemishing an otherwise spotless, very positive rating. Some reviews cite data harvesting and security concerns as potential worries. Others point to the fact that Sony waited months after launch to make account linking mandatory. I mean, I don't blame people. With the amount of times the PlayStation Network or just Sony's PlayStation online services have been hacked and information has been stolen, if anything, you could argue that doing this only just makes your data more vulnerable, right, and less safe, because Sony's got a track record of just completely failing consumers when it comes to account security and just information security. They're constantly getting hacked. I can't really, in recent memory, think of that happening to Steam or Valve. So yeah, if anything, this just makes people's accounts less secure when you think about it, right? I mean, I've actually had my PlayStation account hacked, if you could believe it, and I've had to go through customer support to try and get my account back. It happens a lot more than you think, and if anything, let me know in the comments if it's happened to you. So yeah, people are not happy. Is that Daenerys back? No, it's not. It's a spammy ad. Oh wait, is it? No way. Game of Thrones game? I don't know. Anyways, how this affects players in regions that don't have access to the PlayStation Network is a bigger concern, though. In the Helldivers 2 Discord, community manager Thomas Twinbeard Peterson said they aren't sure what these rule changes meant for players in areas without PSN access, which could be another factor contributing to the negative downturn. It's worth noting that many Steam games force players to link to an external account, and that is not a good thing. We hate when we have to do that. For instance, multiplayer Pirate Adventure Sea of Thieves asks people to link to an Xbox account, well, whether they're playing on PC or PS5, but the Helldivers 2 requirement coming months post-launch seems to have caught some players by surprise. But let's draw a comparison between that. If you're playing Sea of Thieves, let's be honest, you're playing it on PC more than likely, unless you're a Linux player, which some people are. You're playing it more than likely on Windows anyway, and more than likely you have a Windows account, right? More than likely, you might have tried Game Pass at some point. So connecting a Microsoft account is less bothersome, less troublesome, less of a barrier than having to create a PSN account. Some people maybe haven't ever had a PlayStation online account, right? So this is just another barrier for entry. And making it mandatory months after the game came out just sucks. Whether they're playing on PS5, have caught players by surprise. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. What's your opinion? Let's just, for the end the video off, let's just read another funny review, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, maybe this isn't so funny, but anyways, Saichoro says, not recommended, even though he's got 88 hours on the record on the game. Yeah, I'm not linking my account to PSN. April 2011, hackers access personal data of 77 million Sony PlayStation Network users. May 2011, personal details on 25 million Sony online interactive customers stolen. June 2011, Sony Pictures website hacked, exposing 1 million accounts. November 2014, hackers steal 100 terabytes of data from Sony Pictures. August 2017, hacker group accesses Sony social media accounts. September 2023, Sony investigates alleged hack. October 2023, Sony notifies employees of data breach. I do not blame people for being mad about this. This sucks. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you play Helldivers? Should I play Helldivers at this point, at this stage, now that I've got to connect my PSN account? I do have one. I'm not going to lie. I do have a PSN account. It's just a little bit of a hassle having to connect it through Steam. It's one of those things, you know, that you just don't feel like doing. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you love tech, if you love gaming, consider dropping a like, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell icon. It really helps out. Consider if you want to help even more by becoming a member by clicking the join button down below. And it helps me keep doing what I'm doing, whether it be the live streams, the news videos, the highlights videos of Warzone, you name it. You name it. Being a member helps me keep doing what I'm doing. Anyways, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow or on Monday. Who knows? Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Bye.